Wendy Williams has always been that unstoppable force everyone talks about. Ever since Sherri Shepherd snatched her daytime slot, Wendy's been quietly waiting for that moment when things flip back in her favor, and it looks like that time has come. Word on the street is that things are finally turning around for Wendy Williams, and insiders are whispering that 2026 might just be her biggest comeback year yet. Can you imagine the headlines if that really happens? What's good, Sherri family? If you're new here, this is where we don't just react to gossip. We break down patterns, psychology, power moves, and the emotional economics behind celebrity relationships. If you rock with deeper breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts below.
I'm gonna tell you, I've always wanted my own talk show, maybe called Sherri. I don't know. Because I love to have fun. I love people feeling good.
Just a day after the shocking news dropped, the Sherri Shepherd show was being canceled after 4 seasons. Reports say producers are already moving fast. Yeah, they're drawing up real plans to bring Wendy Williams back to television. The buzz behind the scenes is wild, and everyone's talking about how this could be the major return nobody saw coming.
When I tell you the battles, people don't understand. When we are in power, the battles we gotta fight that you will never know about. Never. To keep a show on the air.
Wendy might have played it classy for the cameras, but now the Sherri show got the axe. She's letting it all out, spilling every drop of tea about why Sherri could never truly fill her shoes. You can almost feel the tension, right?
Okay, so Sherri Shepherd. Sherri.
It's being reported, y'all, that things are finally looking up, y'all, for Wendy Williams. And they're saying the deciders are right. They're saying 2026 could be her biggest year yet. Now, they say just one day, honey, after the news broke that her daytime replacement, Sherri Shepherd, is being canceled after 4 seasons. It's being reported, y'all, MTO has learned that producers are actively, y'all, working on a plan to bring Wendy Williams back, y'all, to television.
Now, here's the real question everyone's asking. Is Wendy about to reclaim her throne on TV? Because if what people are saying is true, her big return could be right around the corner. So by now, you've probably already heard the bombshell news. Sherri Shepherd's daytime show has officially been canceled, and it caught everyone off guard. The show lasted 4 full seasons and pulled in some major names like Oprah, Michelle Obama, and 50 Cent. Talk about star power. Sherri was holding her own with solid ratings, especially compared to other talk shows like Jennifer Hudson's. Things were going smooth, and she was confident, like really confident, that her show was set for a 5th season. She even believed it would lock her in for the long haul and finally prove she belonged in that spotlight.
Starting in September, I am debuting my own talk show, Sherri! I am so excited because I am going to be joining the Debmar Mercury family. That is the company that produces this show and several others that you love.
Behind the scenes in daytime TV, insiders are saying Sherri had already started making some big demands before everything fell apart. She reportedly wanted major changes to the show, one of those being a pay raise while cutting back her filming hours so she could chase other projects like acting and her comedy gigs. That move didn't sit too well with folks upstairs, and when Debmar Mercury decided to pull the plug, Sherri was completely blindsided. The whole cancellation was far from friendly. It was messy and full of tension. When Debmar Mercury finally confirmed the shocking news, the executives tried to keep things polished, saying this decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd. They added that they believe in this show and in Sherri and intend to explore alternatives for it on other platforms. Still, no matter how nice that sounds, everyone knows there's way more to the story than they're letting on. So, the show was pulling in solid numbers, yet they still pulled the plug. Wild, right? The cancellation caught everyone off guard, but guess who wasn't surprised? Wendy Williams. Apparently, she saw this coming from a mile away. According to Wendy, the only reason Sherri's show ever got picked up wasn't because the network believed in her or saw big potential in the concept. It was just about finding someone safe, cheerful, and easygoing to fill Wendy's spot while she was down. Basically, they wanted a replacement who wouldn't shake things up or bring that same fire Wendy was known for. And get this, way before she even landed Wendy's slot, Sherri had been pitching her own talk show ideas to networks but kept striking out. Then, when Wendy's health took a serious downturn, the producers started rotating guest hosts to keep the show alive until Wendy could return, and Sherri Shepherd just happened to be one of them. What started as a temporary gig ended up turning her into Wendy's full-on replacement. Sherri's guest segments actually got a lot of love from viewers, and once Wendy was officially placed under guardianship, it became painfully clear she wasn't coming back to daytime TV anytime soon. That's when the big announcement dropped. Sherri was getting her own talk show to take over Wendy's spot. But here's where things start getting messy. Sherri didn't make that announcement on some random platform. She made it right on the Wendy Williams show. Can you believe that? The network didn't even try to be subtle about it. They were basically showing the world who the new face of daytime was. They gave Sherri the exact same 10 a.m. time slot that used to belong to Wendy. And if that wasn't enough, they even took Wendy's social media accounts, yep, her Instagram and Twitter, and rebranded them under Sherri's name. That way, Sherri instantly inherited all of Wendy's followers and online presence. Wild, right? And when Sherri's show finally launched, it was crystal clear that they were trying to capture the same magic that made Wendy's show legendary. The entrances looked almost identical, the segments felt way too familiar. It was like watching the Wendy Williams show just without the iconic purple chair and Wendy's signature, "How you doing?" echoing through the set. So honestly, was anyone surprised that Wendy was furious about how everything went down? She wasn't just upset, she was straight up livid. Before she got sick, Wendy was known for never missing a single show. She showed up on time every time, putting in that work day after day, only to be pushed aside like that. That had to sting. Things between them got messier than ever.
She's not well. So there's just a lot going on in Wendy's life that this is where you need your friends, where you need your family. You need people who love you. So all I can do over here is pray.
And then came the shade. Sherri threw a serious low blow at Wendy, saying it was better for her to stay home and be cared for since she's so sick. That comment didn't just cross the line, it set it on fire. According to Wendy, Sherri went out of her way to keep the tension alive, even though Wendy wanted to sit down and hash things out peacefully. Instead, Sherri kept painting Wendy as jealous of her new success, which only made things worse. So now that Sherri's the one dealing with an unexpected cancellation, Wendy's calling it straight up karma. She feels this is the universe paying her back for how she was treated and replaced. And if Sherri's holding on to hope that the network might revive her show, well, Wendy's basically saying, girl, don't hold your breath. Sherri didn't need to copy Wendy's every move. She just needed people watching to make them curious about her and what she'd say or do next. But that spark never really caught on, and the excitement just fell flat. Sure, celebrity news and gossip are everywhere, but Wendy brought something no one else could. Attitude. The way she spilled the tea was unmatched, and Sherri simply couldn't capture that same magic no matter how hard she tried. Now, to be fair, Sherri's show didn't exactly tank financially. It wasn't losing money, but it definitely wasn't making the kind of big profits the network was used to seeing when Wendy was running things. Executives wanted Sherri to bring that bold, unfiltered energy that kept viewers hooked, but instead, she played it too safe, too polished. And according to people close to Wendy, they never believed Sherri would last long anyway.
My goal right now, and the priority is to get her back home. Wherever home is, not there, where she can come go as she pleases.
Right here in New York, where I'm working, and you know what kind of stuff I want to do. As a matter of fact, we just met somebody very familiar with. Well,
she wants to get back to work, and she should get back to work.
Right.
People
And
love
we
her.
miss you.
I get more calls in support of her than I've ever had for any client, ever.
They say it was only a matter of time before the show ran out of steam. And now, it looks like that time finally came. Because let's be real, nobody could ever do it quite like Wendy did. And maybe she's been right all along, because word on the street is that producers are now itching to bring her back where she belongs, front and center on daytime TV. Sources say Wendy's expected to be released from her guardianship within the next 90 days, and the network is already making major moves to lock her in. They're reportedly clearing the path completely. Yep, that even means firing Sherri and handing Wendy her original spot back. It's like the stage is being set for her big return, and this time, she's coming back stronger than ever. Apparently, Wendy's already got a new place in New York, ready to start filming her comeback show, which is rumored to air right after Sherri's finale this fall. And all those demands Sherri made that the network refused to grant, guess what? Those perks are now going straight to Wendy. Bigger budget, more staff, and some of those staff members, they're said to be Sherri's former team. Now that's a full circle moment. Producers are reportedly going all out for Wendy's grand return, like really going all out. Word is they're even designing a custom purple chair just for her, one that she can glide onto the stage in with total grace instead of walking. It's not just about comfort, it's a powerful statement. This move is meant to help her manage her mobility issues and serve as a heartfelt gesture from the network, a way of saying, we messed up and we're sorry. That iconic purple chair has always been a symbol of Wendy's reign in daytime TV, and bringing it back, literally customized for her, shows that they're ready to honor her legacy the way they should have in the first place. Insiders say the network wants this comeback to be more than just another show launch. They want it to be a redemption story, a full-blown celebration of everything Wendy represents. They've reportedly been working with stylists, producers, and even a brand new creative team to make sure the tone feels fresh but still very Wendy. The goal is to make it crystal clear that no one can command that stage quite like her. Now, while some people feel bad for Sherri after losing her show, the public buzz tells a different story. Most fans are way more focused on Wendy's comeback. There's this collective anticipation building, like everyone's just counting down the days until she slides back into that chair and reclaims her throne. After everything she's been through, health issues, legal battles, and being publicly replaced, people are saying this is Wendy's well-deserved full circle moment. The streets are talking, and the message is loud and clear. It's finally time for Wendy Williams to take back her crown. People online are buzzing about this whole situation. Everyone's got something to say. One comment that's been making a round says, never cared for the woman, especially after she filled in Wendy's daytime slot. Sherri should be thanking her. Wendy deserves her spot back. Nobody asked for Sherri. That comment alone stirred up a storm, but let's be honest, it reflects what a lot of fans have been feeling deep down. Others tried to keep things respectful, pointing out that Sherri still managed to do something impressive. One fan wrote, I hate it for Sherri. She stepped into some very big shoes following behind Wendy. She should feel proud of herself. 4 seasons of a talk show is not easy, and that's true. Regardless of how people feel about her, lasting that long in daytime TV is no small feat. Still, the majority of fans seem to be rallying behind Wendy. There's this wave of nostalgia hitting hard, and people are ready to see her reclaim her spotlight. Everyone remembers that raw energy, those unfiltered moments, and that signature attitude that made her show a daily obsession. Viewers are saying the daytime world just hasn't been the same without her, and maybe, just maybe, her comeback could bring back that magic. So what do you think? Would you be excited to see Wendy Williams make her big return to daytime TV? Do you believe she's ready to step back into that purple chair and remind everyone why she's the queen of talk? Let me know your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your comments to keep the conversation going. This is Sherri, and sometimes the riskiest fight is the one you don't step into alone.